Hey, what's up, everybody? We are No Plot All Filler. We are a brand new podcast talking all things anime. I'm Titus,
Isaac,
Austin,
Kevin.
and today we're going to be talking to you about what is the first topic we're talking
we're
about?
gonna talk
today?
about our favorite new gen.
New
Favorite gen
gens.
anime.
Yeah, exactly. I'm
So
sure
many
we-
animes out there.
Well, if you like the new gen anime, you're not actually a real anime fan.
honestly, it's new gen's kind of harder
I'm
to
sure
find.
some people feel like that.
but
Though.
it's-
I'm sure there's someone.
New gen's kind of harder to find, but it's pretty much anything that's not like One Piece,
Naruto, Bleach,
Bleach, or
Yeah.
Dragon Ball.
Dragon Ball.
Anything that came out around that time is old. Anything post like
Hunter x Hunter.
2008, 2010 is new gen. Anyways, I remember we talked about this a little bit before, and I said My Hero.
Uh-oh.
And like My Hero is really good. It's really good. I'm not even gonna lie.
Uh-oh.
There honestly could be
Homie
recent-
Saul solo
No,
leveling.
no,
You
no,
switch it
no,
up.
no.
Come on.
There's definitely recency bias. I'm just gonna say it straight up.
All right, let's hear it.
I just caught up on Freeren.
Oh.
This anime Freeren.
Not that no one's ever heard of one.
No,
I'm playing,
no.
I'm playing.
A lot of people have heard of
No.
Freeren.
Let's
Some
go.
people said it should be anime of the year. And I'm watching. It's literally the story of like, if you've seen the Isekai anime, there's shut up. Don't look at
I
me
didn't
like
say anything.
No, I don't like that look. I don't like that look.
Hey, so here already
They got the
faces.
maid.
5 minutes.
They got, if you've seen these kind of animes, there's like a mage, there's like a warrior, priest, whatever, that whole thing, and like their whole task is to defeat the demon lord. So many isekais are like that. This is different because episode 1, you find out this is the story of a hero in that party that defeated the demon lord after they defeated the demon lord. So it's like that perspective, and then just
Post
like
main storyline almost.
Literally,
It's like the post.
It's like
Right,
Deku,
exactly.
Deku after becoming the world's strongest
Literally,
hero.
It's that. And I've never seen that before. So I watched it. I watched the first 4 episodes. I'm like, this is good. And then over time, it just got better and better and better. And I just got caught up like 2 days ago, and I'm like, this is really good. Like, you learn a lot about the main party, and then now you're learning about other people, and it's like, whoa.
Without giving as much
This should
spoilers
be
as
something.
possible, without giving as many spoilers, because I haven't seen it yet and I plan to watch it now. Tell us why you like it though. Like what happens in it. Obviously, it's different than other isekais or whatever that means.
It's like it's fantasy world.
Okay, got it.
What I really like is seeing one. It's just like seeing someone that like lives a very long time because the main character is an elf and they live like for thousands of years.
Yeah.
So you're seeing their perspective on like time,
We were talking about
and
this.
friendships, and like just reality in general. And you're seeing like
how they live,
How-
like how they base time.
because they're just
basically.
over here like, oh, we'll just like meet in a decade or 50 years or
Mhm.
whatever, and that's like how they're talking.
Their
about
different
things.
perception
And
of
then-
time.
They're
Yeah.
meeting their friends 50 years later, and they're like old men and old women because they're just humans. Like you're just seeing the like her just coming to terms with things and understanding things, and then building these new relationships after her past ones. And she's just like a goofy. I mean, she's not intentionally goofy, but she's like
Yeah.
goofy to me because she only cares about learning new magic and her building this party. It's kind of like building the party she had to defeat the demon lord. It's really
Sounds like
it's just
she sounds like the Wizard King. To be honest with you.
honestly, she's like that. She's really like that. From episode
Kev was like, yeah.
1
Yeah,
to
yeah.
now, you just see
Just,
that she
just
becomes like
magic
that.
crazed and just
It's
goofy. a
So
little bit.
Free Ren is your favorite.
right. It's recency bias for sure, but it's really good to me right
Fake.
now.
That's how anime is though. It's like you
Yeah.
watch a new one,
Yeah.
you're just like, oh, this
Wait
is so
till you
hyped.
wait till you hear Kev's. You'll be that's the craziest recency
Yeah.
bias. Recency
Do
bias.
we
you've
want
ever-
to just go?
The
though?
crazy. Let's just go. Let's just go straight to Kev.
Kev,
It's
let's
solo
go.
leveling.
Look.
Let's go. Let's go.
The greatest anime of all time.
Hey, it's in my top 3.
Top three.
It's gonna be top 3.
Top 3,
You see-
bro. You don't know how
Of-
many
of-
animes
not
this dude has
Not
watched.
even new gen, but
Hey.
all time.
You know how? But here's the thing. This is like the strongest from recency bias. And you know how toned down this is from his take like a couple weeks ago. Homie said the greatest anime of all time. Now he's saying top 3. Now we're being a little more realistic with
I
it.
said top 5. I said top 5
He did
first,
say he did.
and now
Yeah.
we're going to top.
No,
3.
but you did for a small moment say the
Yeah.
greatest, didn't you? I feel like after
Maybe.
episode after the last episode, not
Could've,
the one
yeah.
before the last episode. You said this is best anime. I'm pretty sure.
Like, he
I
might
gotta look
have,
up the
I don't know.
receipts. Anyways, homie,
We'll check back,
tell
we'll
us
check
why.
back.
Tell us why that's your favorite new gen, bro.
The build up is so good.
7 episodes.
I mean, you can't.
Sorry,
Look,
sorry.
there's only 7, but it
There's
is
been-
really good.
There has
Don't-
been a
don't
lot of
get it
build up in
twisted.
7 episodes.
Oh, let me also peep. I love that show.
Yeah.
That show is amazing. I've been watching the first 7 episodes. I'm like, this is going to be probably one of the greatest animes. But hear what I said? Going to be, because we don't know yet. That's how I feel
Right.
about it. But here we go. Let's go.
I think the big thing that really appeals to me is the fact that we don't have to wait 1,000 episodes to get a Gear 5, something crazy. Like this dude is going
Respect,
ham
respect.
already.
One Piece hate.
So, I mean, hey, no, I love One Piece.
It's not hate.
It's
I'm
facts.
saying like we got to
Different
a
times.
crazy power level
Yeah.
in 7 episodes.
Yes.
We are there.
We didn't
Like,
get second gear until Ennis Lobby,
It's like
which is probably like
300 episodes in.
was it 3?
Yeah,
It might have been
it's-
more.
It's three.
Oh, just three. Oh, wow.
It's a-
300 something.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
The fact
It's
is,
like
it
probably-
was more than 7.
yeah.
And
Right.
like honestly, here's the thing. One thing that is like beautiful and that I love about it being so long is that you earned it because you 300
Definitely.
episodes in. It's like finally, you know, but, like
the satisfaction.
yeah,
of
yeah,
actually
yeah.
getting
But
to
like
that
it is
point.
also frustrating. So
One
one
thing
thing
that-
about the new gen,
Oh, yeah,
I do
100%.
love that.
New gen learns from old gen though. They learn like the new people that are watching aren't gonna wait that long.
I think they learn from the fans.
So
No,
no,
it's
it's
just
it's
fans
sick of
not
this.
fully
It's
there.
100%. It's like Solo Leveling is so good, and all these newer shows are so good because of the old ones. The old ones, they were like they never stopped. It was continual anime. It just started, never stopped. That's why you get filler from
Yeah.
all that stuff. Like old gens are good for what they're good for, and there's some of them are still good right now. But new gens learn.
Fillers don't
Solo
always-
Leveling learn, and they're eating right now.
Yeah.
You got-
We're
what do you got?
7 episodes in, bro.
Oh, it's
It's some heat.
yeah.
And
I
Kev,
mean, the stakes too keep rising.
Yup. Oh my
They
goodness.
do.
The stakes
do.
keep rising.
Spoiler alert
Episode
for everyone.
6, spoiler alert, episode 6, bro. I don't know if you want to say it, but like
Oh, you got this. You
that
got
whole thing, man, where it's just like the hunters, that hunter group, I don't remember what their name was, or just like they manipulated them, they tricked them, they're trying to kill them and then
Uh-huh.
steal
this.
all
They don't
that
have names
loot.
now though. That's
Bro, that's crazy. Then they're just like, okay, they pull up and it's like, all right, bro, we're gonna kill you, yada yada yada. And our main character, bro,
Jinwoo.
he
Jinwoo.
got a task because we've seen he's got
Kill him, or
challenges
be,
before.
kill him or be killed,
We've
basically.
seen that he
Yeah,
had challenges
yeah.
before, and then you see this pop up. It's like, wait a minute, literally destroy these 6 people that are coming to attack you. And he's just like, you can see the inner turmoil, whatever.
But
and
the
then,
thing, but the
and
thing
then-
is like it was like a task or a test or whatever.
Yeah,
but like
yeah.
that's just real life. Like if he didn't kill them, they were gonna kill him anyway.
right,
You know
it's
what I
killed
mean?
the,
it's killed
stake,
big
the
kill.
stakes
Yeah.
were so high because
Yeah,
like,
but-
maybe he could have just knocked them out.
But yeah,
Maybe, but it was like
Facts. That's
it
true.
literally was like, kill these 6 people, or your heart will stop. Like that's what it was. It's plain
Yeah.
and simple.
when he quotes and he's like, as hunters, you know what's to come. Like you're the like, you know what it's to be like preyed
Yeah.
on. I was
yeah, bro.
No,
that line
Jinwoo
was
has some
cool.
of the coldest lines in anime. I'm like, first of all, again,
dude, he's,
7
Seven.
episodes.
his
How is
his
homie
level
already
ups
him?
Have like his one-liners and like his little things have
Yeah.
just also leveled.
Yeah,
up so
yeah,
much.
everything, everything.
Weakest-
last
weakest
dude?
human of all
He went,
mankind.
yeah.
he went
to,
from being
like-
kind of like goofy and like
Yeah.
super weak.
And here's
to
the thing:
just
he was
being, like,
always
this, like,
intelligent. One thing about
change.
Jinwoo that I
Yes.
really liked is that I appreciated that he knew who he was. He's like, I'm an E rank. I'm gonna do the best I can to be able to take care of my family, take care of my mom who's sick, take care of my sister. But this is where I'm at. I have to be on these missions because this is all I'm able and capable of. And then
I'm just-
as he's getting stronger every
Confidence,
episode, the
bro.
confidence,
Oh.
the assuredness, the intelligence is like so insane. Watching him just
He
go-
was smart from
Yeah,
episode 1.
but-
yeah.
Watching
But
he's-
him
he's-
fight
but
that
from-
spider
Oh.
and go, yeah, I'm not intimidated.
Yeah.
But
I don't know if I can
like
take
how he
it. We'll
maintains
see, we'll
some
see.
of his E rank like mentality still a little bit, like where he just like
He's still humble.
yeah, he's still humble about it all.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's still like
But he's,
knows,
just, but he's like,
like,
I'm humble, but I'm not fearful.
no,
That's
he's
crazy.
not- but he's never really been fearful. He's always been like gone into like things not really
He-
fearful. He just knows
the
who he
fearful is
is.
not the right word, but there
He has,
was
like, that
something about
survival, like,
yeah, survival instinct.
yeah,
for sure.
yep.
He wasn't fearful, but he
And
was aware. So he's like,
Yeah.
dang, this sucks. I'm in the situation where
Yeah.
I'm going
Which
to
he's
die.
like he's maintained it, but he knows he's stronger.
So that's yours.
So
End of
tight-
end of
oh, yeah,
episode
yeah.
5
Yeah.
when I gotta bring this up.
No, go ahead,
when
bro.
he
He's
Uh,
smiling so hard.
Jinwoo is like, yo, what's up, boss? And it starts raining, and he's like, oh, I'm just glad I gave her the umbrella. Like,
He just
Right.
dude,
That's
you
what
just
he's thinking about right now.
you just killed 6 people and a giant spider in a dungeon,
and a golem too, right?
and he's
is that when he killed the golem?
that's previous. That's
Okay,
before.
okay.
That was episode 6, right? After
Oh,
that.
six.
Yeah,
Six.
exactly.
Or was it
No, Golem's before because that's after the subway.
after
So
the
that's-
subways when he said that?
No, that's when he kills the golem.
Right, but then
Yeah.
after the spiders when he said the
Oh, okay, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I was mixing.
So,
I was
yeah,
mixing
yeah.
up a little bit.
End
My
of
bad,
episode
my bad.
6.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
right.
got
Yo,
it.
Isaac and me had the exact same thought, but he said it first, so I was kind of tight. But he said when you watch Jinwoo beat that spider, and then that kid who was like a what was it, C rank or a D rank? I don't know.
D-rank,
And
yeah.
everyone's thinking that he did it. is literally like Saitama and Genos.
Oh, bro, that's what I said.
I was so mad because I was
And
thinking
King.
it
And King.
in my head.
Yeah.
I
Oh yeah,
said
and
it.
he's
I said it the week before, even before we saw him beat the spider. It was the way that he was just like, "I'll protect you no matter what,"
Yeah,
or
yeah.
whatever. And like we know Jin was like that.
We
But
knew-
he doesn't.
yeah.
I'm like, why is this Genos and Saitama? And then it's like
Literally.
proven even more.
I
the
was
next
so mad because I was
episode.
thinking that. I was like, literally, this kid is going to be freaking Genos in my mind. And then I was when he said it, I was like, "Dang, he said it first." You know, when like someone says something before you, you're like, they don't believe you actually thought it, but because like they like you, I was thinking the same thing. And it was anyways.
So what's your favorite Titus? What's your favorite new?
My favorite. I mean, if I wanted to do the recency bias thing that some of us were doing,
Bro,
I would say
hey.
I would say Vinland Saga because I just started watching that. I'm like on episode 10 only. And
It
I'm
goes
like, this
hard.
show
It
is
goes
so
hard.
good. From beginning, we talked about this before the first episode. We watched the first episode of that and first episode of Tower of God. We were talking about what we like, which episode we thought was first episode we thought was better, and I was like, Vinland Saga. Like that whole thing just had me intrigued. I want to watch what was
I mean, it
next.
comes out of the gate.
Thor the Golem or whatever, Thor the Troll was just a freaking savage, and then he jumps into the water and goes off to a freaking land, has kids, and like whatever. But where I'm at now, bro, his son, bro, Thor fan, bro, this man is determined for one thing and one thing only, and he is not pivoting from
He's
it
not
even
wavering,
a
bro.
little bit.
No,
and
no.
he, bro, is becoming him, and it's only 10 episodes in, and he's probably like what, 13 to 15 years old. I don't know how old he's supposed to be,
I don't remember.
but he's so young still, and like this Ask Glad guys, I freaking love him. Anyways, so if I was gonna use it, not to come at the recency bias thing, it would be Vinland Saga, but in terms of like when I think of all the new gen anime, I said My Hero last time we talked about this, but it's a tie between My Hero and Attack.
Well,
I can-
I'll stick with my hero.
I can't. No, I know. I'm
Stick with it.
not leaving My Hero. I'm saying it's a tie between My Hero and Attack, because Attack on Titan, bro, regardless of what some of us may think of it, it is one of the greatest animes of all time, and it literally had me on my toes the whole time. And Attack on Titan, legit, I don't want that to be adapted into a live action. I want that to be adapted in any way whatsoever because it's just so freaking good. Eren Yeager is one of the most complex, like complicated. I don't know what he's gonna do. What is this history of the Titans? What is all this stuff that's going on? It's like after finishing, it's like just my.
It's like after finishing it and then looking back at certain
At the
episodes,
beginning and knowing the
you're
things
like,
that he knew, it's just
whoa,
like
so you know when he knows certain things.
so. Attack on
and
Titan.
it's like, wait,
I'm so
what? And
yeah.
it just like it makes the show significantly better.
Yeah.
And then you just, I'm not gonna
It
say
pulls on
too
your
much, I don't wanna
heartstrings.
spoil
It
people,
pulls on your
but
heartstrings too.
it
The
sure
people they
does.
kill, the people they choose to kill, the people that were
Oh my
that brought
goodness.
joy to the
The
show
people that
or
didn't
brought
have to die,
that
but, like,
didn't have to die, shouldn't have
oh.
died. You definitely don't want to see to die. And then the people that you hate, that you try and you come to understand to a degree in the future. It's so much complexities in it, and like it's not like the writers really like cared about the story to do with the things that they did and make the decisions they made, and even end in a way that may piss people off, but still stuck to it because they're like, this is what we created it,
Me
and
personally, I don't see any other way it ends. Realistically,
yeah.
With everything building up to that moment,
It's just there's
It
still
sucks.
something. There's still something about the ending where I'm just like,
No,
I know,
I know.
people hate it. People
Yo.
hate it. We're not gonna spoil for Kev. People hate it, but like
Oh, I'm not gonna watch it.
that's
Oh, you are gonna watch it.
You are gonna-
No, but
Crazy.
so
I got
We're
through
gonna-
season. I got through season 3. We are.
I'm done.
You
You know,
gotta-
Kev,
you
we're-
gotta
we're-
watch
I'm
it.
still talking about it. Okay,
Oh.
Attack on Titan is one of the greatest animes, and it's in general. And the only reason why I can't say it's better than My Hero to me is because My Hero is like my freaking bread and butter type of show. It's freaking superheroes. Is like I've been a superhero fan since I was a kid. Marvel, DC's better. This is not the movies, but the comics and the actual characters.
Superheroes.
The movies, Marvel movies are better. I'll say that.
That's for another day.
Yeah. But anyways, so like superheroes, I'm always drawn to that, and like the underdog, I'm always drawn to that. Eren was not really an underdog; he was just kind of like always going to be him. I think you just knew that going in.
He even when you think he was an underdog, he was like not
Nah,
an underdog.
he wasn't.
He was
He
the whole gear thing. When
he
was
wouldn't
like,
allow you to think he was an
he
underdog. He
was
wouldn't
not.
allow himself to be an underdog.
He was determined, and people like
Drawn to
they
that.
didn't doubt it. It was like
Yeah.
okay, like yeah.
Even
That's
John,
what I'm saying.
John
Right,
even
100%.
they
He
were
was
getting,
never an
him and
underdog.
John were getting in scuffles in the beginning. And he was like, Aaron didn't back
'Cause,
down.
like, people
I don't care
like
who you
when
are.
The ODM gear when it was like he sucked at it. Or
That's what I'm
whatever.
saying. It was-
Right. People
yeah,
were just
yeah.
like surprised.
They were shocked.
They
Yeah.
weren't like, oh, to,
But then you
know,
come
of course.
to find out it wasn't even him. That was
Yeah,
the guy.
it was
Yeah.
faulty.
So he was
So-
never
So
an underdog.
it's and the reason My Hero is so good, and we'll just pivot into you because that's your
Yeah,
too,
I'm picking
because
My
I'm
Hero.
saying Attack on Titan and My Hero is freaking. I love the underdog. I love the person who is so determined to be. He's just a good person. Deku Izuku Midoriya is just a genuinely good, thoughtful, caring person that just wants to see the world be better. And that you can never. I mean, that's freaking why I love. And you gotta hate this. That's why I love Captain America. It's like because he's just that person who wants the best for everyone. And we're not gonna go into the Captain America because you'll guys get me tight. So I'm just saying, Deku himself. He's just such
I feel like
what he wants to do for the world, and like the thing that, and the fact that his biggest dream was to be a hero, and that was like taken away from him just by the fact that he wasn't born.
he was no power.
that we
yeah.
think of. I mean, we have a theory on that, but the fact that he and then All Might meeting him, his hero, and him giving him that power, and him using that and doing the best things possible with it, it's just like. And where's that in the manga is crazy too, but I'll let you talk about it now because I've talked about Attack on Titan.
No, you're good. It's just I agree with that. It's like the whole buildup of seeing him be nothing and then getting
Become
the
what he's at.
power and then like slowly and working for what he has, like building.
Working.
Yes, exactly.
Bro,
before
like
he
he gets the power and he's still like useless.
Yeah.
So he has to work for every single
Fingers
step.
getting broken.
Yep, every
Yo.
single step of it he's working for. I mean, all of the secondary characters, all fantastic. I mean,
The one thing My Hero does so good is secondary characters.
that's what I'm saying. They let everybody have their little bit of spotlight.
Show
It's
Talk
not,
about-
it's not just Naruto and Sasuke and screw
Yep.
everyone else. It's
Yep.
literally like,
Everybody has their moments.
Shikamaru gets his moments. Shikamaru gets his
in
moments.
original
True,
Naruto.
true.
I mean, he had. I
In
guess
Shippuden too, right?
he had
Unless
one,
he
took down
he had one singular
Akatsuki,
moment.
bro.
He had one singular moment.
He
He had one
got-
singular moment.
Yo,
in Shippuden.
stop
He
it.
did. He did. Everything else is Naruto and Sasuke.
And then you got Bakugo though.
Oh,
Bakugo,
Bakugo, bro.
Yeah.
Kachan.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, all just through and through storytelling, building.
Shoto.
Shoto,
Todoroki, man. Endeavor, the things you learn about their backstory. Endeavor.
deep.
oh,
It goes deep.
Even no, but just saying like, because like Midoriya is the main character and obviously gonna be him, but like seeing the pros and that they are that they're like that right
where he
now,
wants to
and it's
be.
not like where you're seeing in the anime. It's like Midoriya is like he's dope, but the number 1, number 2, number 3 heroes, they're another
something,
level.
there's something
And
And it's
it's
different.
cool
Hawks,
seeing
bro.
because it's like
The difference in like level,
Right.
like you think Midoriya is strong, but then you like
Exactly.
see Endeavor go up
100%.
against that dude, and you're like,
It's literally, it's literally
level
like,
one, 100%,
it's literally like seeing
100%,
Luffy and Marineford, and seeing, like seeing him from this point on, beating Crocodile, Arlong, Crocodile, all these people, and then he gets all the way to
strong, but you
Marineford. He's
don't
trying to
know.
save Ace. It's
Right,
like, okay,
exactly.
he's always won. He's always done great, even against freaking Boa and I always forget the name of that island that where Boa lives.
my goodness, whoa,
Yeah. Anyways,
That's
like
crazy. Amazon Lily.
Amazon Lily, seeing him
Yeah.
against
I
him,
was playing.
it's
too, I was like,
displaying Conqueror's Haki for the first time, but he didn't know what it was, and like you have to call it the Supreme King, all those things, and it's like you see him being strong, always like persevering through adversity, and then gets to the actual Marineford or gets to the actual war, and you see Whitebeard, and you're like, oh,
Different
there's
levels.
levels to this, bro. And then where we're at now, you see he's on. I'm not gonna say because I don't know whether or not he's on that level of Whitebeard, but
I mean, he's at least close.
if
He's
he
closer.
is or he isn't, I don't know.
He's close.
I'll let you.
Chapter leaks,
you would-
chapter.
But anyways, it's like the same thing with My Hero. It's
Yeah.
like seeing like the people that are on the top. I think it's my Whitebeard wasn't even in his prime, and then
But-
and neither was All Might.
by
Neither was
the
All
end,
Might.
but
All
by
Might
the
wasn't in his
end of
prime
where
either.
My Hero's at right now, you see that he's
Oh,
He's
in
getting there.
the
He's
anime,
getting
in the
there.
anime,
Yeah.
he's there.
He's
Or
getting-
he's
we're
close,
talking,
yeah.
we're talking season 6, so it's like I'm not mad about that.
yeah.
My thing
Well, that's
is,
what I'm saying.
I
It's
didn't want
been
him-
it's been a good journey. Like
That's the
it
perfect. thing
hasn't
about
been
this show.
like
That's a-
thousands of episodes like
Yeah.
One Piece, but it hasn't been 7 episodes. I feel like it's that perfect.
Literally.
Yeah.
level
No hate
of-
to solo leveling, but it's literally like seeing, bro.
It is a perfect.
It's literally
curve.
this every season.
Yeah.
Perfect curve every season.
I
Just
told Isaac
get
that.
to
I agree.
Because he
That makes the
suggested
show so good.
Isaac suggested to me to watch My Hero, and I was like, okay, I'll check it out. Because the only animes I'd ever watched was Naruto and Dragon Ball. So I watched My Hero a few years ago, and I was like, it was during COVID, and so I had to be like 4 years ago now, or 3. It was during
If it
COVID.
was during COVID, then it was 2020. So
Yeah,
or
so
2021.
yeah, so I'm watching it at my friend's because our place goes out of power, our apartment, and so my friend lives like 10 minutes down the road.
We had a little
Power for
snow
some reason
in
there.
Texas.
So we go to his Snowvid, and we go to his house, and I already started at my apartment, but I started just binging it because work was off or we worked from home, and I was just binging My Hero, and I was like, the pacing in the show. I didn't say pacing at the time because I didn't think of it in that way, like how the anime world does. But I was like, the fact that he's like leveling up so fast, but also in a way that is realistic and makes sense, is so crazy. Because it was annoying, yes, flicking the one for all power, and like, but it was cool to see him like progress and finding ways to be innovative
It's
with
like
the abilities that he has.
It's like every like 10 episodes.
Yeah,
Rough,
but it was
you know what I mean?
so
Where it's like
cool.
every like little bit.
But you're season 2 or season 3,
fucking-
and he's already doing like
yeah.
fighting that. What's that dude who that like could like blow himself up with
muscle guy.
muscle guy who like turned like red.
That pulled
When
up
he
at
beat
the-
that guy on the camp, I was like, oh, he's him.
Even-
I was like,
It's over. The
Oh,
anime's over.
Early episodes, I want to say like
'Cause Gran Torino
5,
helped
6
him.
or 7, where they're like they're in UA and Deku's like doing the test with the ball, right? And he's throwing it as far as he can. Just the IQ to go from like, okay, I'm not gonna break my whole arm, but I need to break something. Just the thought process.
To think
If I
that.
can just break one finger,
Mhm.
like you're seeing, bro, like okay, he's thinking, he's smart. He's not just like I'm gonna
Taking-
100% break my arm every time. Like I
Yeah.
need to progress.
Yeah.
And showed Aizawa and showed the class that he can be something.
And he was told
Just
that
that was like 6 or 7 episodes in, like following your whole like
You
10
already know
episodes.
that it's going
Something
somewhere.
would happen.
well,
I
and
was
they
like,
told him
bro,
like
this
if you
guy-
keep doing that, you're not gonna be able to be here.
right, there was a lot of
Yeah.
pressure on the line,
Yeah.
and he's like, yeah, like
But like the fact
I'm
that
standing on
freaking
his
All
knee.
Might always had faith in him from the day one. He was like, no.
Because he charged it in to save Bakugo, right?
Yeah, he's like,
Yeah,
he
that's
is-
where
'cause
he like realized like
Yo.
this kid's
And
different.
Kachan hated that. Bakugo hated that so
I
much.
don't even want to talk about Bakugo, bro.
I love, but now we
there's
love Bakugo.
progression. There's progression for Bakugo, and we love that. That's the showing love to the
But like
side
this is the big three of that show. I'm so excited to see them at the end of story. Izuku Midoriya, Kachan Bakugo, and Shoto Todoroki. I'm so excited to see end of story them because freaking Endeavor's the #1 hero right now. Shoto has to surpass him. He has fire and ice.
I mean, yeah, he's
Like,
just
he's-
better. He's just better.
yeah. I'm
He
just
said-
like,
Bakugo's power is different. It's like explosions. It's not the same as like fire. I think. I mean, me personally, based on the story itself, not based on anything else, Bakugo's probably gonna be stronger than Shoto.
you think so?
I
mean,
think so.
based off narratively, I would think so too because I feel like it's between them two. But based off like what I would think, just like
Even just
off
the fact
powers
that,
and
that
stuff.
Bakugo was trusted first with the one for all secret over Shoto.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, just narratively speaking,
Well, you
Narratively,
kind
but
of figured
power-
it out though too.
just based on, I mean, he did,
You gotta
but
figure
like
it
the
out,
fact that he figured it out.
Power
just
wise,
that
I
alone.
feel like
smart.
Shoto would be stronger. But
You'd think.
power-
You would think.
Right,
narratively,
right.
but,
I
like,
get that. Just the first showing when Bakugo realized that I'm not like that. When bro froze the building during the what was it, the 2v2s or whatever, the training, whatever. Yeah,
They kind of nerfed Shoto a little bit. Like he was like him, and then out of nowhere he was like
he's
not
so
able to do things.
it was the struggle. I think it's the internal struggle that makes him weak. Because it's like he
Bakugo
thought
shouldn't-
he knew who he was. I'm
Bakugo
only
shouldn't.
using-
Yeah.
Right, I'm only using ice. Screw my dad, and he was like confident
so
in that.
dumb.
And then it was like Deku shattered that, and it's like this is your power, whatever, use it.
Yeah.
And then he's using both. Now he's like conflicted. I
Yeah.
think him being conflicted is what made him weak. And now he's finding his resolve, as you're seeing as the show goes
because
on.
Bakugo beat him technically, but like I feel like in reality in that tournament, Shoto should have won.
If he
Well,
went full out.
they literally said like Shoto like stopped, and Bakugo was pissed.
Yeah,
Bro,
but-
bro was mad.
Yeah.
Bro was like literally the
I
first
was
person,
mad
"Oh,
because
let me go."
at this
Like,
point I couldn't stand Bakugo. I knew I don't know. I didn't hate him. But like he was annoying to me in a sense because I'm just like you have no reason to hate Deku. Now they explain further on why he acted that way. But like I remember being like I want Shoto to win this. Like and I'm always like with the person that beat the person I like, I want them to win because then that justifies them losing to this person.
Right.
That's why I wanted the 49ers to beat the Chiefs. So like because I'm a Lions fan, Michigan, woo, Michigan strong. Well, I'm not a Lions fan, but like what I am because I live here. But anyway, you know what I mean. Anyways,
I just want to say one last thing
Go ahead.
about my favorite Ninja, Free Ran.
free run.
Another reason why I love it is
Mhm.
because demons are not this savable group of people. They're not this group of people that it's like, okay,
It's good
you
in
know,
them.
I can see good in them. It's like, no, they're demons, they're evil. And you're seeing the pure hatred for this demon group of people and like how literally like this is a spoiler, so sorry, but it's like demons only learn to speak the language because they wanted to be able to deceive, not because they wanted to be able to communicate and learn.
That's just like the devil. bro.
100% to deceive. And
Yeah,
and the
straight
fact
evil.
that
Yeah.
like people almost got like misguided by that and tricked and manipulated. But like the main character is like, no, I learned this from my master. Like demons are evil. That is something that I haven't seen in anime. It's like in
Everybody's
almost
always
every
redeemable.
anime, everyone's redeemable. Demon, even a demon, they didn't choose to be a demon. It's like,
Not Doflamingo, man.
they're I'm talking about Dofi, but demons are demons in this show, and the main character shows out and shows out. That's all I'm saying. But anyways, we can go on to,
No, I
to
like
the-
that.
we're
So,
talking
do we go through everybody's favorite new
everyone's
chapter?
favorite.
Yeah.
We got Solo Leveling,
So-
My Hero,
Yeah.
Attack on Titan, My Hero, and then
And Free Ren.
Free Ren.
Speaking of solo
One no one
leveling,
heard of.
though, we want to talk about those first 7
Transition.
episodes. It's like this show. The reason we're talking about this show is because we know this show is
It's
going
gonna
to
be
be
something.
Top
that
three.
show.
That's gonna be people's.
it's
It's
going
gonna be
to
people's
be that,
favorites.
man. Like,
Yeah.
People
As
that
much-
are just starting out watching
Yeah.
anime are probably gonna start out with something like this, and they're gonna be
100%.
like,
Well, here's the thing about this show that sucks is that it's probably going to ruin anime for some people. So like some people that wouldn't be
You
willing.
said that
to,
about Attack.
well, yeah, that too. I'm just saying. Attack on Titan, all the new gen.
Not for the reasons you're thinking, because you were nodding your head. Not for the reasons that you're thinking, bro. She's like, Attack for sure.
because of how good it is.
Attack on Titan brought a lot of people to anime, so I am thankful for that. That is
Okay.
cool.
Honestly,
I appreciate
Kev,
that.
I
I appreciate
legit like
that. So,
if I
yeah,
could strangle
I'm
a
here for
person,
that.
if I could strangle a person to death and they not die, that'd be you right now. Like, man, the fact that you can be such an avid watcher of anime, love it so much to your core, and I know you do, and not like Attack on Titan. Like it's one thing not to be your favorite, that's fine, but to not like it, it's your choice, it's your mind, it's your everything. It blows my mind. You know, I just like
I
what?
like the entire show for the most part, and
I understand though. I understand why.
the
So I can't
ending,
even bug. I
we
can't.
talked about that.
Yeah,
before,
yeah. But like, and it's nothing wrong. It's like you're very
I
intelligent.
felt the
you're
same
very
way.
Smart.
I felt the same way, and then I
But I'm just
rewatched
like-
it, and I was like, all right, it's pretty.
Yeah. So, anyways, but
I mean-
with Soul Leveling, oh, go ahead. What were you gonna say?
I'm not knocking that it's, but I
Here
don't
you
think
go.
it's as good as what people make it out to be.
Don't
agree
worry
with
about.
that.
Here's the thing. So
I would
this
agree.
is what I'll say with
This-
everything. Don't worry about what people say, what people think. Take it for what you think. My thing is, Attack on Titan is not my favorite anime because it's just not my favorite anime. It's a great anime, and I love the anime. I think it was
I
great from
understand why.
and,
people
and
think it's
I
their
understand
favorite.
why it would be your favorite anime. Like, it's just like I said, it's like Game of Thrones and anime. I know that's something that made you not like it, but I loved it because I was like, Game of Thrones is an amazing show, and you brought and like honestly, if you tell someone that watch Game of Thrones, it's gonna bring people to anime, and it's just good writing from the beginning. It's such a freaking what's the word? Unique and it's not the right word.
I
Like
feel like it's written like backwards.
The
Like,
storyline,
the
though.
ending in mind, and then it's written backwards because that's the way the plot twist, the storylines.
Oh,
it's a creative
the-
and original.
They had to
idea.
know what the ending was to write the beginning.
That's
for
that's
sure.
all I'm saying. It's like so unique and different, and it's probably top 5 for me. It's not my
Me
favorite,
too. Me too.
but it's like
Such an
that-
it's such an original concept.
Yeah, go ahead,
Kevin,
Kevin.
I respect it. I respect Attack on Titan, but I dislike it personally.
Yeah.
Like,
right. And you
Yeah,
like
that's-
And that- and
I
that's
respect
fine,
all
Kev.
aspects of it.
Boo! I'm playing that. I was kidding.
but solo leveling, we know.
Yeah, let's go back.
Like, I
Oh yeah, my whole point saying that
Yeah,
was
yeah.
that solo leveling is like it's gonna ruin anime for people because these first 7 episodes have been so amazing. Even if it can continuously progresses in this like way, like if it continually progresses like this, I don't see people wanting to sit there and watch 1,000 episodes of One Piece. I don't see people
that's
like
why they're remaking One Piece.
right. Yeah, no, I don't
They're
see.
literally
They gotta
remaking
expedite
One
it.
Piece.
They can't make
I don't
Yeah.
see people wanting to sit there
They
through
can't.
900 episodes of Naruto. Like if you don't watch anime, you're gonna sit there and be like, "This is amazing. This is the best things I've ever seen in my life." Because I think it is gonna be an amazing show. And by the time it's over, what is it gonna be like 100, 150 episodes, 200 episodes, maybe less. And
Probably.
you finish it, and it's gonna be like, "This is so good," and it was so short. And people are like, the fact that you have to make it this long means. Well, in the beginning, it's like, oh, if it goes this long, it must be really good. Now it's like, why is it going so long? Why is it that at the end? Because in regular TV shows, go watch freaking Game of Thrones or something, and you're like, after like 5 seasons, you're like, they're just going to go
Riverdale.
because it's a Riverdale. It's a
Riverdale.
popular
Perfect
show.
example.
Season 1 was the only good season, so you keep like, but you watch season 1 and you're like, oh, this is good. You keep watching, and based off the popularity of season 1, it has been renewed for those continuous seasons, but it wasn't good at a certain point. And like that, they kind of drag shows on sometimes because of how popular it was at one point. And like you could just think that's what it is with the other animes, which isn't the case. With One Piece specifically, I can vouch for it. It is an amazing show and it continuously gets better. I wish it was cut down,
It
but I'm
is.
just saying
It is.
what
It's
I'm trying to say is with solo leveling, that could ruin it for other people. That's all I'm trying to say.
I think
agree
that
with that.
I agree that that's definitely like going to be a problem for some people. I think that Soul Leveling, Attack on Titan, like those shows are gonna bring people in. They're gonna watch so many of these new gen animes that are short, quick, straight to the point, and like have nothing to watch. And then some person that's already watched One Piece, Naruto, Bleach, Dragon Ball is gonna be like, just check it out. Like watch it, on the daily, or not on the daily, but like whenever you have a chance, they're gonna watch, and get to a certain point. And I think for everyone in One Piece, most people, Arlong Park is that point.
I thought it was.
Once you get to that point,
You're hooked.
it's like, this is really good.
Luffy putting the hat on Nami.
That,
No,
bro.
boom.
That,
Here's the thing.
So
that.
Pause though before
That's
I want you to continue. But most people don't pick Arlong Park for their moment. It's
I don't
like
think
it's
they'll do
Alabasta.
People do say Alabama.
But that blows me. That's like the general consensus for like when One Piece gets good is Alabasta, and I do like the crocodile in that
I think
storyline.
when they get
But
out
the
of
fact that
East,
you
they
could
might
watch
get
Arlong
into
Park
top
and
five.
not be like, because for me, like I already liked it before, but Isaac watched physically
Yeah.
saw my face
Yeah.
when Luffy put that hat on Nami. He was just, I was like, that's an I'm him moment.
There's
I'm gonna take
moments
care of
there's
you.
moments in that I agree that like hit you, but like I think this show does get drastically better.
Oh, for
after
sure,
they
but I
get-
mean, like, that makes me want to
that's
watch
the
it more.
thing, though.
That's
I
fair.
think Arlong Park is the hook,
Yeah.
and
Alright.
then from that point on, it just progressively
Yeah.
gets better and better and better.
I can agree
Me,
mostly. but-
I was like a hardcore Naruto fan. Nothing else is like better than that ever. I watched One Piece, and I'm just like, I only watched it because I wanted to finish the big three. I watched Naruto, I watched Bleach. Now it's time for One Piece, big three, whatever. I watched it, got to Arlong Park. I'm like, bro, what is this? I was like, what am I watching?
Yeah.
I was like, why is this actually good? And then it hooked me, and I kept watching. And I stopped, and then picked it back up, and then Alabaster. Whoa, just like seeing bounties, whatever. All this stuff is good. And then over time, like I'm over here in like Ennie's lobby, and I'm like, why is this the best thing I've ever watched?
No.
I was like,
You just gotta get
I was
over
like,
the fact
why
that
is
you.
this- why is this
when
so
you, when
good,
you,
bro?
When you look it up, you're like, oh god, there's like 1,200 episodes. You gotta like get.
Right.
You gotta like get over
Yeah.
that point.
it wasn't even like I'm gonna watch this to catch up. It was like I'm gonna watch this to like
Yeah.
one, prove Naruto's better, and two, just because I want to.
Didn't work for him.
That was my whole goal in this.
You know what's
I
funny?
get to a certain point, and I'm like, wait a minute.
It's so funny because I thought Enies Lobby was a good. I think Enies Lobby was a good storyline, and I liked everything about the I want to live scream by Robin was amazing, and I'll get hate for this, but I didn't think of it in the way everyone else thinks of it. Like everyone's like, oh, it's like best arc in all of One Piece. I was like, it's a great arc. This one we got second gear. That's where Frankie joined the crew. Like it's a great arc. I
think
did
this
enjoy
one
it.
of the better
I like
ones.
Water 7 more. I liked watching.
Really?
I liked seeing Usopp. That conflict within Usopp.
Usopp pissed
li-
me off.
exactly.
Yeah.
I couldn't stop watching because I needed to see what happened. Like I was like I knew I knew they were eventually gonna save Robin, but I legit wanted to see what happened with Usopp, and then Usopp actually putting damage on Luffy low key for a minute
Show the battle IQ.
because he
Got it.
knows Luffy so well. He knew his weaknesses. He knew how to harm him. Just seeing that, it was deeper to me.
Yeah.
It was so deep to me watching Usopp, and except for the reasoning why it made me frustrated because he was like because freaking Mary. And I understand he thought if the Mary goes, he goes because that's all he really contributed to the crew in his own mind. Which isn't really true because he's built all these things and helped them like in other areas. He's a coward, but like
At that point, it kind of was what he contributed.
no, because he had
So,
done.
I mean,
he had done
at
repairs.
that very
He had
point-
done repairs on the ship. He had done all these
Yeah.
things. With
He was a
I think the
smart
Robin
guy.
story, and I don't know if it had shown the O'Hara. Had it shown the O'Hara backstory by the time Inisabi happened? Because if it had
yeah.
it,
I think
like with her
so.
mom and everything. Have you guys have you seen
Yeah,
that?
No, because it was she joined Alabasta.
O'Hara, Robin's
Then it was
backstory.
Gyra, and then Sky Island.
You've
And then-
definitely
think-
seen it, right?
I think that
I
happens.
think it
yeah.
was before.
Okay.
I think it was.
Well, then maybe.
For that point?
Before,
I don't
before Enies
remember.
Lobby, because it
I
goes
don't know.
Enies
Are you
Lobby,
sure? Because we didn't know why.
Impact Down, Marineford.
No.
No,
But, like,
I don't think we knew
I don't-
about Robin.
The reason why I'm saying I don't think so is because we didn't, and I could be wrong. I'm not saying I'm 100% right, but I remember
Pretty sure
wondering
happened
why
in
was Robin taken.
I'm
We
pretty
didn't know
sure it
why
happened in
Robin was
lobby.
taken, and then they
It
explained
happened
like
in lobby?
her
Yeah.
knowledge and stuff. But did they show the backstory within that Enies Lobby arc?
It might have been Enies Lobby. I don't remember exactly.
I don't remember.
I think it did.
Did it?
He would probably
Yeah.
know better.
'Cause you've seen the backstory.
He's seen,
Yeah.
He's seen it
Yeah.
most recently.
So you saw
think
the
it-
giant that like helped her stay alive, and or no, Aokiji and let her.
Crying on the beach, yeah.
Okay.
I wanted to eat soul, yeah.
So that okay, maybe it was.
I think it was that arc. It was
It might have been.
between Water 7 and Enies Lobby where you found out. I think that's when it happened.
I don't know, man. There's so many
But-
cold ones. Water 7. I feel like Water 7 slept on. I love
Water 7's really good. The only reason,
Frankie, like his
So,
crew
like-
beating up Usopp. I think because Usopp was like one of those characters that like you just feel bad for. And seeing,
Usopp showed some like Shikamaru, like he was going there, and then I feel like he just hasn't developed into that where I'm at so
the
far.
cowardness for sure.
Yeah.
It's that.
and
that's
then
what-
straight line
I'm
through his
afraid
teeth.
of an island disease is kicking in or whatever, bro. It's
Yeah.
like corny. But I think the only reason why I'm gonna go back to so
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
my
the
bad.
only reason Enies lobby I can say is better is because you get the power ups with everybody, which is cool. But it's like declaring war on the
Oh,
government.
facts.
That's like
I retract my statement.
That is like one of the biggest things you can do.
Ignore everything I just said.
Like that alone.
He's admitting he's wrong.
Bro,
Yeah,
it's
I was
like,
wrong.
I'm saving my friend, and literally Spawn does over here like to do what you're doing to declare war on the world government. Is that what I'm doing? Sniper King, shoot down that
Yeah,
flag.
yeah.
And he's like, I don't care. I'm spinning for my homie no matter what. And he
Yeah.
literally declared war on the world government to
Facts.
save his
No,
friend.
that was a bar.
That is like,
No,
alright,
no.
bro.
No, that was a
Alright.
bar.
And he's
I repent. I
that alone,
repent. And his lobby's
so
better.
We've converted him over.
Yo, see, I could be humble. It's okay. It happens. But Solo Leveling is fire. 7 episodes in. We're excited for 8. I'm pissed at what's happening this week. There's not having an episode. We're just doing some dumb recap.
thing is-
We don't need to recap it in 7 episodes. I promise you we all remember.
They've been doing that with a lot of new gens. They did it with Mash Show. They did it with other shows.
Yep.
But my thing is, episode 7, love episode 6. Don't get me wrong. We talked about episode 1 through 5 before. We can talk about it again. But like, episode 6 was cold. We saw our bro Jin Woo do his thing when put up against these odds. We talked about it already on this podcast, but like that was cold. Episode 7 was needed for me. I needed it to happen because it's like, bro hasn't really struggled since he's awakened.
Yeah.
He hasn't
Oh,
struggled.
really?
Really
He's been
at all.
him.
Everything
He's
has
been
been
him.
Everything's been pretty easy, which you love to see because he was the weakest ever. You love to see him be strong. Episode 7, when he's fighting Cerberus, I needed to see that happen because I needed to know there's levels to this. He's leveling up. Don't tell me he's max level or like that already. I need to see.
But let's talk.
I need to see him leveling up to get to that point
Yeah.
to where he's like he earns getting that spot.
Yeah.
I needed to see that. So him fighting Cerberus and struggling, getting his arms ripped off, getting literally almost died multiple times, fighting him, and then beating him, but then seeing like, okay, the awareness to be like, I can't raid this castle. Like I'm not strong enough. I needed to see that because if I didn't see that, bro's already there. We're 7 episodes in. I don't need that in my life. I need to see the progression. That was so good to me.
That would have been dumb.
That's all
That would have been
I
dumb.
mean, the mortal, like him being mortal, dude is like in Cerberus's mouth and still like trying to just stab and not give up. That
His
was
body's being chewed up. The teeth are in his body.
Well, in his
Yeah.
mind, he's
When
like,
he gets
I've already
spit out-
lost an arm. I've already lost a leg. I was on the brink of death. I don't really fear it anymore. I feel like
I mean,
like,
he would have died
it's
if he
kinda-
wanted to say that full recovery.
What I'm
He's
saying is like that's
yeah.
not like that's not like I don't fear that anymore. Because remember
Yeah.
episode 2 or 3, I think he was getting smacked, and this is when he didn't have the game. He was just going to die,
Yeah.
and it's like when you've been in the face of death like that before, it's like you don't really fear it like how you did
Right.
before. Even
Well,
if you fear
yeah.
death, it's not the way that you did before. It's like I've been here before. I've experienced this. So now that I'm in this moment that I've already been through, let me do everything I can.
He's
to
literally
get the job done.
comparing all of his fights to that. He's like,
He does it because you know it
he's like-
flashes
he's like-
to that scene.
He's literally
a
like,
lot.
this person's strong. He's like starting to waver, and he's like, this is nothing compared to what I faced in that dungeon. Then like locks in, and that is so like cool to see. But without episodes, honestly, if he didn't get somewhat humbled by either
He needed
Cerberus
something to
or
happen.
by,
Episode
like,
7 was necessary.
I think there's gonna be other players, but either another player or like an S rank, I would have been upset. Because like, okay, if he would have beat Cerberus in like one tap, I would have been irritated.
See, my thing is, I wouldn't have
There's-
necessarily
there's
been
no
mad.
story
I wouldn't have
about
been mad if that happened. I just would have. I would have hoped the still end of the outcome of the episode would have been like, I shouldn't go in that castle because I don't think I'm ready. But I wouldn't even care if he one tapped it because as long as going forward they would give him something that was some adversity that wasn't like easy. Because it doesn't really matter when it happens to me, as long as it happens and he's not just there. As long as he's not him. But I agree with Isaac in the sense of like you can't just sit there and be him in 7 episodes and be him for the where are we gonna go from there?
He got humbled, and I mean,
Humbling was
Like, he
necessary, so
literally-
it's fine that it happened. In
He
episode
would have
7.
died. Like straight up, he would have died. Like
and that Cerberus was the perfect boss to fight because Cerberus was compared to the Golem, things like that, the spider, the snake, like that was the craziest, most badass enemy he's fought so far.
Oh yeah,
100%.
the fact that
Oh, yeah.
100%.
oh yeah, he's getting knocked back and he's like trying to think, and Cerberus is on the move already. Like he's in his face while he's trying to think of like, what can I do to get out of this? And his arm's getting ripped off.
He's
bro.
being eaten while he's trying to figure out how to survive.
Enrageability, like it was almost
Yeah.
like seeing Jin Woo kind of like mirror matched,
Yeah.
where like
Yeah.
versus the spider, it was like it's kind of tough, but like you see him climb through it, no problem.
Yeah.
But with Cerberus, like he's kind of getting like the speed, the strength he's getting taken to, and it's like that's brutal.
Oh,
That is
100%.
brutal.
100%. Cerberus was just tough. It was actually tough.
I do. Oh god.
The whole fact that he beat what's like guarding the door, like what Cerberus does, he like guards the door. He beat that, and then he's just like, I beat the Guardian. I can't beat the boss. I'm out. Like that. Yeah,
the
that's
self-awareness.
Cool.
Well,
like, I
we
can't beat
said
the-
that.
I barely beat what was protecting the door.
Yeah.
I can't beat.
We
the
said
boss.
that when we
Even-
watched it. We were like, Isaac, me and Isaac were like, this couldn't be the big bad of
No.
this gate, like
I literally
Even-
said this better not. I literally said this better not be the
because
big
that's
bad.
over for him.
Even after he struggled, I was like, this better not be the big bad because it's like, yes, he struggled, but he still beat it. And that kind of irritated me, like a little bit. If this was the big bad and he struggled, it's like, is he ever like gonna
Yeah.
lose? Not that I need him to lose, but I need him to like, I don't know. I need there to be stronger out there.
Or even if there wasn't, like, for some reason, if go ahead, Kev, you guys.
Oh, no.
I want Kev to speak. You haven't been talking a lot.
He,
You
he
say-
looked like he had something.
The fact that he backs off too, knowing that the elixir of life to save his mom is there.
Yes.
That is
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
That
he's
is
like,
heavy.
That's deep.
he's
Yes.
like, I know that my mom's like here is like right there, but I'm gonna die.
And she-
I'm gonna die.
And
I'm
she
not gonna
could
get-
die too if he
Most
doesn't do it
anime
right away.
trope, like that character is going in there, battling his way
Yeah.
up, leveling inside.
That's not
Powering
bro. Fairy tale.
Yeah,
No, I'm gonna do it for my mom.
If that's
no matter what,
Luffy,
I'll get a crazy
Dude, that's-
power.
Luffy, Naruto,
Oh, bro,
if it was to
I
Jiraiya
promise.
to bring him back,
Oh,
if it was
no
for
shot.
freaking
Yeah.
bringing Ace back, or if it was for like just freaking healing anyone, Luffy and Naruto are going in there with no questions asked.
It was a good
That's
spin.
any,
It was you needed that.
any of the main
It's
characters.
more- it's more
Asta's going
real.
in there. I mean, like any of those
Real.
people are going
Well,
in
here's the
there.
thing though, it's
Deku-
more
Deku's
exactly.
going in there.
Deku's sending it.
He's
I thought
Deku-
Deku
Deku's
will be the
smarter.
one person to think about it though.
I would debate with
Deku-
Deku.
I
would
think.
debate.
I think Deku's going in.
You think?
I
think so.
I think
Yeah.
Deku might.
I don't
Deku
know.
has
He
more
might have second
self-awareness.
I think if Deku knows he can't, he won't. I think if Deku's like, I won't be. I think if Deku knows that I barely beat this thing and I was on the brink of death, and he doesn't have Ari on his back reviving him, I think he might be like, I'm not smart. I'm not strong enough to do this, unless it was a life or death
It
situation.
depends on the reason.
maybe.
Who-
Honestly, no.
save
fair
his
point.
save his
Fair
mom.
point. If you like need to save
Deku's going in.
his mom or Bakugo,
But she's not
or, like,
dying, right?
Uraraka, like he
But
did
given
just
the
save them, this is
circumstances,
the only way.
I think if he's in the exact same situation as Jinwoo, he does wait. I think so.
I don't know.
I could honestly see
That's
it going
coin flip.
either way.
I can see you go. Yeah, it
It's
is.
fair,
I'm
it's
not
fair.
saying. I'm
Okay.
not saying I'm 100 percent right. I'm just
Deku's
saying-
about the only one that we can see as a coin flip.
Yeah.
Everybody else, Asta's charging in their sword.
Well, Aaron
sword
already.
swinging.
Well, Aaron already knows. So.
to be fair, other than like Deku, most shonen protagonists are dumb. If we're being real, most of them are not the smartest out there.
Which kind of
Deku
annoys.
is
Which
really
kind of
smart.
annoys me.
Yeah.
Because what is like this is making extra. What is the real world application for that? Like in order to be like the leader, in order to be the strongest, you got to be an idiot. Like I like fiction mirrors reality to a degree. Obviously not all.
I mean-
but the story, in order for you to relate to it, has to be somewhat realistic in the sense of human emotion, human like
But I feel like
things.
most,
And so when
most
they make
main
all
characters
except
are
Aaron Yeager's
also,
not
like-
dumb. Aaron Yeager's not dumb.
I feel like most main characters are also like 15, 16-year-old like males.
Okay,
I feel
but-
like if you go
but-
back to when you were like a 15, I mean, you're mostly dumb.
Like they're
But-
like most of them.
Yeah,
are,
but
like,
why are their friends and crewmates
I'm
not
not-
dumb?
they're dumb when it comes to like into like if they were to take a test it'd be stupid, but like they have very
Common sense.
no, they're like emotionally intelligent.
Or emotionally
Yeah,
aware.
Which is like they know when stuff is going on, they know how to proceed when it comes to like
I think it's still
Those kind of
relatively
things.
realistic.
right. I mean,
I don't think it's
Well,
entirely wrong.
bro, think about like freaking like.
Think about real life. The big meatheads are the ones that are usually dumb,
Think about
right?
I get, but Naruto wasn't a meathead.
I guess.
he wasn't
but I don't
the
think he's
smartest.
really-
Yeah.
Naruto was the
He's
kid
very
that sits in the
high
corner
value.
running in the hallways with his arms behind his back. That was Naruto.
I will be Hokage.
Yo,
Yeah.
legit. So I
Yeah.
freaking love it. That man, he is my favorite main character of all time, and like. My second is Luffy. Like
Luffy's my favorite.
Luffy's my second, but
Yeah, Luffy's
Naruto's
number
my favorite
one.
main character of all time. I can never surpass. I don't think no matter how far One Piece goes, and I freaking love One Piece, and I understand the argument that One Piece is a better show than Naruto. I do understand that, and I can see how people say that, and I can even argue with you on that. But when it comes to like the main character themselves and who they are, I can't with Naruto. Like I can't. I don't think I can change from that. But
I mean, I'm not. I mean, Naruto's like top 2 for me, so I can't even.
right, exactly. But I'm just saying, like I freaking like that man is like had a piece of me in a weird, not in a weird way, like but like. I freaking like. I mean, maybe it's a adolescent thing too. I was young when I watched it, and like watching him struggle and go through that stuff, I was like, dang, you know. But
Yeah.
anyways,
So-
Jinwoo's.
Yeah, you know, but we talked about Solo Level and like
Right.
you know.
Yeah.
Let's wrap it up.
Any
yeah.
last minute little.
I'm just
things
excited.
about
I'm just excited to see him beat this guy's brother who's trying to act like he's all
Yeah,
tough.
Oh, I
a little
can't
bit of
wait.
a little bit of a
This is
cliffhanger.
exciting. This is exciting because it's like I want to know. I don't want him to be stronger. This person because I don't want him to be like he can be equal. That's fine with me. I don't want him to be stronger. I don't want
Or he
this
has
guy
to
to
hit
be the
that-
big bad because I don't like the brother, and that is the only reason.
Well, he has to hit that moment, maybe even like in the battle where like he levels up a little. You know
Well, there's
what I mean?
gonna
Like,
there's
they're, like,
there's gonna be a
I- that's
delay
so
though,
neat.
guys,
Yeah, so
because
this
he
week-
said it's no, not even just.
Oh,
I'm not talking about.
what are you talking
I'm talking about the episode. He said
True.
it wasn't in his schedule,
Oh,
so
true.
push it farther down the line.
I mean,
So
that
Jinwoo's
implies he's gonna be really
So
strong.
Jinwoo's gonna be stronger by the time he gets there.
No, that
I like
that
that.
implies the
I like-
brother will be really strong too.
Well, obviously he's gonna be
Yeah.
strong. I'm just saying, like Jinwoo will be
Well,
way
we
stronger
saw-
than he is now.
I mean, we saw
But is it
the
gonna be that level?
the blonde chick, S rank, jump over buildings, stop a robbery in progress.
Yeah.
I'm intrigued to see what her power level actually is.
I mean, the
Yeah.
fact that they're doing that in the real world, like, how strong are these people?
I
Yeah.
feel like after
Lit-
seeing like Jinwoo destroy these C rank people, you're for sure gonna see people, whether they're S rankers or other players, be like that. I think the gap. Honestly, I feel like the gap probably even just between A and S, like how it is in One Punch Man. There's a gap between A1 and S, like lowest to S.
Except for
There's
the one
gonna
A
be-
rank member.
The one A rank. What,
You know what I'm talking about?
yeah, no, he's like literally A1. I think there might even be a gap between that where S is just like crazy. I could definitely see that being a thing.
We got a really strong thing to like consider though too is they brought up the false rankers in this.
True, they
Yeah,
did bring
so-
that up.
People
Well-
have the ability to change their rank.
Well, there's only like 10 S rank, like there's only a select few S ranks, right? Yeah, it's like
Is there
very
Yeah,
there's
small
not a lot.
number.
Yeah, it's a very small number.
like small
So-
in the sense of like comparatively to all the other ranks, or just
No,
small in
like, I
general?
think
Like
they
10,
literally
like,
said.
literally
Yeah, I think they
close
literally
to
did
that.
say it
Really?
wasn't
They,
like
they said a number.
They said in Japan, I think that there's like seven or
in
10.
Japan.
Yeah,
That's what we're talking
okay,
about.
yeah, but
Gotcha.
so like the fact that
That's all that
there is
matters.
only like literally a
Oh.
handful, they have to be.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
What Isaac is saying. Like, I
That
feel
one
like
dude,
gap
the
would be,
redhead
like-
guy, I'm excited to see him, like, because watching him train, the redhead dude,
Oh yeah.
like, I'm excited to see him. I feel like for some reason he's gonna be an ally to
I can see
Jinwoo,
him.
Yeah.
Jinwoo in the
First,
future.
He's giving Rengoku. Just
Uh,
because of there. That's it. Nothing else.
No, I'm excited for that. Well, all right. So, what are you guys watching right now? What are you looking forward to watching if you're not watching anything new?
Right now, I'm just currently straight up current. Other than free ran, I'm watching Mashal, and it's literally Saitama meets Harry Potter meets Black Clover. It's literally this super strong dude without magic in a world where magic is literally everything. And
Okay.
but
Who that remind you of?
Yeah, I was gonna
But
say
he's-
some Black Clover.
but he's
Some
not
Asta.
but he doesn't have anti magic.
Okay.
He's literally just strong.
Okay.
And
I'm
like
just-
that's
That's
it.
how
Him
Asta
flying on
started
a- him
too.
Flying on a broom is.
I said
crazy.
that's how
Bro.
Asta started too.
Him flying, you want to know him flying on a broom is? And spoilers for you two because you haven't seen
Yeah,
it.
sure.
Bro literally has a broom, chucks it, jumps past it, grabs it, and continues flying like from the velocity of his throw.
I love
Hey,
Bro is like that.
Asta could have done that.
No, he literally. Could.
Asta's so
Asta
strong.
literally could.
Asta could do that. Asta could do that. Asta could do that. He's mad strong.
He has anti-magic.
No,
Yeah, we
I
love
mean-
Asta for
I
it.
mean, he just uses other people's brooms, jumps and like beats them, and then just jumps to the next one. He didn't
Right.
need his own broom.
Yo.
Mashal is really good. I'm just like keep it short and simple. Like I said, it's Saitama meets Harry Potter. It's a very fun show. It's not like heavy. It's lighthearted. There are serious themes to it.
Until it gets
There
heavy,
are-
like Hunter x Hunter.
There are stakes to it. There is for sure stakes to it. But it's just like a really fun show to watch. And I love seeing the main character progress and become this thing in this world where literally magic is everything. And if you don't have magic, you can be killed. Like that's the stakes. It's really, really good. Yeah, anyone that isn't watching it should check it out. Season 2 is out right now. There's like I don't know how many episodes out. I want to say like 7, 8, 9, maybe. somewhere
Only that
around
many
Yeah,
episodes?
there. Season
Get
2.
some
Oh.
confirmation here.
All right, how many? What are you watching right now, Kev?
I was actually looking it up. It's Metallic Rogue.
I started
Is-
that.
I love this show. The first 2 episodes, I had no idea what was going on. It's a little complicated, but seeing like the Neens versus like humans, how they're treated, all this stuff happening. You got like they were created for war, but they can't harm humans, and this whole like dichotomy of that happening is really fascinating. You have characters in support of and against, and really grungy. Reminds me of like a '90s anime. It's big fan of that.
Yeah.
What are you watching right now?
I'm gonna watch Black Clover.
What do you think?
I like it. I'm not quite halfway, but
you don't know
it's-
how happy I am that he's watching it. Go ahead.
yeah, no, I love it. Asta, I mean, how do you not?
You can't not like Asta.
If you don't like Asta, I think you're just wrong.
literally, he's like the
Asta's
ultimate. He's like the
terrible
ultimate
character.
underdog.
Yes.
He's like the ultimate
He's
underdog.
like
He's like
literally
an
everybody in the
optimistic-
entire world has magic, and then you
You
just
don't.
and he
Some-
wants to be the Wizard King.
Yes, and some people have a little magic.
Yeah.
Some people have a little magic. He doesn't have any.
He is none.
Him not getting a grimoire was so.
It was so
sad.
sad.
It was so
It's
sad.
like you feel it.
When somebody wants something so bad, especially
And
a
he's just
kid,
like,
especially a
We're
kid,
fine.
and he's
Like,
just so excited. And then his brother he grew up with, the guy who
Yeah.
was like he
the
protected, who he
Grimoire.
protected. He's always there in the
Yeah.
flashbacks of them being younger, and he's just being that rock for him. That hey, you are something. You know, you're important. You matter. Defending him. But he grows up to be this like freaking savage of a man. Like freaking
Yeah.
like gets the best grimoire you could get. He's so strong, and like and then you just sit
Yeah.
there not getting it. I was like, dang man. And then you see him get that anti-magic sword, and like, okay, what's
All
coming?
right, here we
What's
go.
gonna come of this?
Here we go.
Yeah,
Yep,
and so
level
I'm freaking,
up. Yeah.
man, Black Clover. I have like I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's like the similarities to Naruto being the underdog with Asa for me that it just makes me love him so much. And it's not that the shows are similar. It's just like that one part of it that draws me to
Yeah, just
Naruto
like the-
is what draws me to
yeah.
Asa. And like knowing that you have to
I mean,
overcome
even,
this.
like, Deku too, a little bit.
Yeah,
You know?
exactly.
Yeah.
It makes you like just oh.
You want,
Like,
you want,
one
you
thing,
root-
the
you
fact
want
that
to
I
root for him.
the fact that I love Luffy as much as I do is actually crazy because I normally don't like people that are initially strong right away.
Yeah.
Like I normally don't. Like
Well, I mean,
I mean, he's just
up
He was-
until like,
But he's but he's funny. He coming up to Zoro saying, "I decided you're gonna join my crew." I said, "Don't you ever say I decided something for someone else?" That was so funny to me. I was like, "Oh, this guy's funny. I can't. I rock with him." So like, I love him. But like, that's what I love. That originally or genuinely with most characters, that's what I love about most. So
Yep.
friggin' Black Clover.
What do you,
Love
what do you watch, Titus?
What's that? So what I'm watching right now, I've already said earlier, is Vinland Saga, and I've said a little bit about it before, but I love the direction they're going with this, and I was hoping after watching, and I don't want to spoil it for y'all, so I'm not going to say it for you because I don't want to say what happens, but I feel like I think we both already thought what was going to happen.
Yeah.
It ended up happening.
That's
Well,
fine.
so like watching him deal with like the death of someone very important to him, and then going all along with the people that were responsible with the hit of they weren't the ones that made the order to kill, but they were the ones that did it, executed it, and so he was there watching it happen and seeing him ride with these people for all these years, and me actually understanding to a degree the Askeladd and like what he does, even though obviously what they do is terrible. They're pillaging all these lands and killing people, women, children, and people. It's like sad to see, but like that was life in that time. Like they take over. That's Viking life, you know? And I'm so intrigued to see where it goes and like the power that this man like grasped because his father was a freaking savage. And this just to see where he can go is enough to want to watch the rest of it. And the fact that I know there's only 2 seasons and it'll be done by I'll be done by next week excites me too. It saddens me because I'm gonna be a week to week person.
It's always that like
Yeah.
between like you love finishing, but you're also like
Yeah, and I
So
also
sad.
just finished Hunter x Hunter, which was really great. I loved Hunter x Hunter, and I'm actually furious that season 6 only had 12 episodes and has been out for years, and we don't know if it ever will because the guy who created it is sick, and obviously I hope he gets well and everything. But it's like, dang, like this show is so
It's
good,
tough.
and
It's tough.
will it ever finish? That hurts me, man. I want to see what happens with Killua and Alaka, his sister, and all this, all the stuff that came up and everything. I'm just like, what? And then Jing, he just met his father. It's like, okay, so we're not there. And it's been built up from the first episode, essentially. And I'm just like, Hunter x Hunter is great. Vinland Saga, I'm so pumped. I understand why. I'm not even caught up, and I understand why it was the #1 anime of the year last year. Like I can't. I legit was arguing with Isaac a few months ago, or whenever it was announced. I was like, "How is One Piece not #1 or the greatest anime?"
Seasonal anime is unfortunate.
Yeah. So you said
It
seasonal,
was
but
just seasonal,
with
not
Gear
seasonal.
5 coming out and
Recency
everything.
bias. I mean,
Well, like
No, it's like
partly,
the only ones that can be nominated are
Eligible,
seasonal animes,
are eligible.
not continual because it never like stopped. So
that makes sense.
which is stupid.
it is.
So
what it
fix
is,
that
but,
for
yeah.
sure. But they're so good. They're so like
Y'all, anyone watching, let us know what your favorite
Yeah.
anime. What's your
Let us
favorite
know.
anime you're watching?
favorite new gen. What are your
New
thoughts
gen.
of solo leveling?
Yeah, what are you watching currently? We
Yeah.
want to know. Type it in the comments. Let us know. Maybe we can talk about it at a future date.
Yeah, we'd love to like sit there and hear the quickest or the faster we get to 1,000 subs, the faster we can go live, the faster we can respond to like whether it be a super chat or whether it be a anything. Like you just wanted to call-ins and all that fun stuff, so we can actually communicate with you guys when we get to that level. Subscribe,
Let us know when we
Like.
say something crazy.
yeah,
Let
all
us
that fun stuff.
Debate us.
Sitting there, send
Help
us
not
a
get
video.
canceled.
Yeah. No, but anyways, it's been so much fun. It's
Yeah,
like
it's been good.
talking with these guys about anime is like the highlight. Like outside of even filming, we just sit there and talk about it before we film for like an hour or two, and it's
We're
like,
like,
what?
we gotta-
We should probably
yeah, just
film.
hold on, guys.
All this stuff
We
could
gotta
be on
save this
camera right
content.
now. So, anyways, again, I'm Titus. This is.
Austin.
I'm Kevin.
Isaac.
Thank you guys so much for watching No Pot Off Filler, and we'll see you next time.